I want to take a moment to go over pages and how to create pages and link them. Think of a page like a library. When you someone writes a book, they take the book, they put it on a shelf in the library. But how do you find the book? Well, the way you find the book, of course, in the old days was card catalog. Nowadays, you get on the computer, you look it up, and it tells you where the book is. Well, on a website, you kind of have to do the same thing. You create a page, but then you have to link that page somewhere so you can find it. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to create a page and then we're going to link it so we know how to get to it. So first, let's go to Content, Pages, and say New Page. Here we're going to create a page. Let's just call it New Page for now. Okay. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to select just slug. Now that is just simply a fancy way of saying what the actual page URL is, which is when you go to a browser and you see something up here, it usually has some fancy name .html or something. You'll notice there's no spaces in it. It's usually a dash or an underscore. My preference, I use dashes for pages and underscore for folders. Once that's done, you can then select the parent. If you're going to put it in a folder, you have to create the folders and then they'll show up down here. This is the home page. So this will be a page on the home page or a page under the communities folder. In my case, I'm gonna put it under the communities folder, okay? You then have some page options. You can make the page active so it can be found by search engines. You can allow comments on the page if you wish, which is actually really helpful for SEO and organic. If you can use that to use like a Q&A for create a subdivision, maybe and have a Q&A going on there about the subdivision. You can make a page act like a folder, but in that case, I usually use an underscore here if I do that. And then of course you make it visible to everyone, or if you want, you can only make it visible to people who are registered and signed in. The next part is your layout. Here you can actually select what layout you want. In most cases, you're going to use a default layout, but if you want with our system, you can make a page and create a fancy layout and assign that page to it so it looks completely different than other pages. All right, down here is just the content of what you're going to write about or put a landing page of, let's say, a community or something like that. And then you can also, of course, add a featured image down here if you wish. We also have your metadata here, which we won't go over right now, but let's go to the other section, listings. A lot of people want to create pages and they want them to be landing pages, which means there's listings on this page. So for an example, you might have a city that you want to focus on, excuse me. And in that city, you might want to have those listings that are active in that city showing on that page. Here's where you would do that. You simply go to listings, you then enable this, and then you're going to do a search. In our system, what you can do is you can actually search any criteria you can search on. You can actually create a landing page for. Okay. So I'm going to just do a zip code search for now. And we're going to go here and I usually, before I do anything, I always click reset, make sure everything's clear. So I'll reset the search. Then I'll go in here and say, I want to do on a particular zip code. And you can have multiples if you want, okay? And then I'm going to search. Now I've got results from that search. I can then look here and see what I need for the query string, /class all the way over. I'm gonna go here from my search, and you'll look up here, you'll see /class. I just copy that, okay? Right click, copy, go here and paste it. And then this will show you the listings it's found, okay? Now that I have it and I have the information I want, I can now save this page. I'm gonna save and continue editing so we can talk a little bit more, okay? And it takes me back to this tab here when I do that. But now I have the page created and I'm gonna continue editing. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to show you, if you want some text here, then by default, the listings will show up below this page. So if I save this page here with that text there and click view page here, it'll show the text is here. This is the page I created, see the dash and the slug, and then you'll see the listings are below it, okay? We'll close that, go back. If I want to have the text show up, for example, above and below the listings, I use this little snippet. There we go. And I'll use this little snippet here and save. Continue editing. And then I'll view the page. Now you can see there's text here. And if I scroll down, all the way. There's text below right here. So now it gives me a lot more flexibility. All right, so let's say that's our page. Okay, let's move on to the next section. Now that we have a page, I'm on the front of the website, I'm on the home page. How would I get to this page? That's the indexing part, or the card catalog part in the old days. So we have to link to it. So there's a couple of ways. I'm going to show you one, and that's through our menu builder. Click on menu builder under content. This is your main navigation. You're going to go to actions and click menu items. And now you will see this here looks very familiar to this up here. And what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to add this new page. Tab, type in new page. I'm going to find it. Now you can scroll. I'm lazy, so I'm just going to type in new page. It'll find it here for me. There it is. And then I'm going to simply save. Boom, there it is. See, it shows up here. I can then move it wherever I want, down. I'm put it in communities, and I'm going to move it over to indent it like that. Now I can go to the home page and refresh your page. Make sure you do that or it won't show up. Then go to communities, and there's my new page. And there I'm all done. Okay, hope that helps you. Have a good day.